My name is Nick Kaufmann, and my connection is I'm a scout leader with the Northeast Iowa Council. I first became part of scouting when my oldest joined Cub Scouts in the first grade. I was never a scout growing up, so I was not aware of the structure or what it all entailed and what it was all about, so I went into it with pretty unknowing eyes of the organization. One of my favorite scouting stories that really involves my family. My wife and I, like any scouting parents, are always supportive and the backbone of any scout. And at the time, my oldest was working as an Eagle Scout. And for anybody who's ever had a child work on an Eagle Scout project, you know that mom and dad have to be there doing a little bit of pushing. And my youngest, he was a wee below. So he's all getting excited about joining the Boy Scouts, and I have 3 children. My middle one, my daughter, was looking at all the neat stuff her brothers were doing, and she was very much an outdoorsy type. She liked to camp, she likes to hike, she loves nature. She just really loves to fish, and she's like, I want to do something like that. And the organizations that she was in before that really didn't appeal to the things that she wanted to do. So after doing some searching and digging around, we found a co-adventure scout crew for her to join. So now instead of just being the boys in the family, it's everybody in the family. Everybody is involved in it. There's no one left out. This summer I'll be taking my 3rd high adventure with her, just like I took 3 high adventures with my oldest, and hopefully 3 with my youngest. And so my favorite story really is that it's not just meant for the boys in your family, it's meant for everybody in your family, and there's a home for everybody there. So, and it really it made scouting more special to me. It was really hard for me to say, oh, this is so great, and then have one of my children discluded. But now we all enjoy it in our own different aspects. This last week in the Camp Rio out in Manchester, I had my oldest is now Eagle Scout and graduated off to college, but I had the younger 2 out there, so we were crisscrossing paths from the bow shooting to the paintball targets to the soap carving, and it can be a real family activity. It really puts a challenge to them to learn about the outdoors, learn about preparing. Being new to scouting, one of the things is I learned so much. I always thought I knew how to camp, and I never put a tent up right until I was with the Scouts, and I once had a younger scout say to me, well, being prepared isn't just about remembering to bring your pocket knife along. It's being mentally prepared. You got to think about it. And I think that's what it helps them do. It helps them, hey, let's think about how we're going to do this next step. I think it makes them better people. So. I just wanted to help out more. Kind of a regret of mine is I was slow at doing it. My oldest was in 1st grade. It was his first time joining Scouts. There's 6 years difference between my oldest and my youngest, and I had 3 years in between is my daughter. And I kind of held back a little bit just because you're busy with real little kids, and it wasn't until I was hanging around enough that I'm like, I'm at all the meetings, I go to all the functions, why don't I get trained? And since that time, I've been assistant scoutmaster. I was actually for my son's pack. I was a leader for that also, and I'm also an assistant scoutmaster with a crew too. So you're there. You're already going to the meetings. I'm already driving there. Why not get involved and be part of it? So.